James Harden's coming to Cleveland. The rhythm has begun. Let's see if they made that final. What up, Daniel? What up, Billy? Yeah. Yes, I am. What up, Jacob? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, they talked about doing that, Jacob. Yeah, they talked about doing kind of something like that. What up, Pizza Mike? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, Pizza Mike. I'll be interested to see what happens. What up, Gans Games? Thank you, B. Thank you, sweetheart. Happy 30 months. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Give me 1 second. I'll see you in the game. I'll see you in line. I must have to reset my shit. I don't see anybody. We'll see. Smoke them if you got them. Going in. As putting it in. I call that the underneather. Ball up. Ball in. What up, Frank? Thank you, Richie. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thank you very much for being a member. Hey, Frank, you know what I wanted to tell you? Something's taking up room on my C drive, and I don't understand what's exactly taking up the room. Because I erased a bunch of stuff, and nothing went down. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. Thank you, beautiful. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Ball up. No, I actually moved. I moved that back to where it was. That's why I said I'll have to show you unless it stayed there. I thought I moved it. After we figured out to plug it into the normal computer. No, yeah, I remember that, but I thought, see, I uninstalled it from there, and I thought that would clear up some room. I'll have to show you. Thank you, Minerva. All right, thanks, Frank. Enjoy work, Richie. Shout out to Richie. Yeah. He said, hey, motherfucker, relax, dude. I'm playing a game. Ah. When you said LSU, I thought you were talking about football. Shake it off, hit the showers. Ah! They caught Pizza Mike with his hand in the tailpipe. Gear up. We're going in. Ball up. I set that up. The grit set that up. You're done? Huh? Already? Are the cops outside? Did they? Did the Cavs make the trade?
The Cavaliers also had to attach a second-round pick to the deal to make it happen. We talked about this earlier today on UCSS. If you want to hear all of our thoughts, you can go find them. We did an Ultimate Cavs show this morning. We talked about it on the actual UCSS show, but it is now official. Shams confirming the Cavaliers have sent Darius Garland to LA in exchange for James Harden. The Cavaliers are currently in LA because they play the Los Angeles Clippers tomorrow night, go figure. So we actually may see James Harden play as early as tomorrow for the Cavs, considering he's already in the city and already at the arena in which the Cavs are playing. When I first heard the rumors this morning, I was immediately against it. I don't like the fit. I don't like necessarily the player. I don't necessarily like his playoff track record. I don't necessarily love how he would fit into a Kenny Atkinson offense. And then you think about it a little more, and I've come to the conclusion that at the end of the day, the Cleveland Cavaliers felt more comfortable taking a risk on James Harden with his iffy playoff past over Darius Garland with his current iffy toe. He had the right toe injury. Now he's dealing with a left toe injury. He's still not fully healthy. That's why he hasn't returned to the court yet. However, you're banking on a 36, 37, and 38-year-old James Harden over the next couple of years over a younger Darius Garland. I can talk myself into this deal. I didn't love it at first, but I can talk myself into it. It is the reality of the situation that the Cavaliers are in championship or bust mode right now. It's the way the organization has to operate. You saw the report earlier that Donovan Mitchell may ask out if the Cavaliers flame out of the playoffs early. And if that is the reality that you are facing, you have to do whatever you can to make sure you avoid that this postseason. And the Cavaliers clearly felt, and I'm not reporting this, I'm speculating, but based off this move, they clearly felt that they could rely more on James Harden in the postseason than they could on Darius Garland and his injured feet, his injured toes right now. They don't trust him to get back to 100% health, or else they probably don't make this move. Now, James Harden is having a great season. He's averaging 25 points, fringe all-star. Like, he's a very, very, very productive regular season player. His numbers drop in the postseason, but the Cavaliers are making the bet that they can get the most out of James Harden, a way teams in the past haven't been able to, and that he'll come into Cleveland, he'll pair up alongside Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley and Jalen Tyson, assuming those guys are around. I don't think the Cavs are done making moves. I'll get to that in a second. But they're making the bet that James Harden can come in, fit into their system, spell Donovan Mitchell, take some of the responsibility in the playoffs, the playmaking, the ball handling, all that off his shoulders, and give them a legitimate secondary option they can count on night in and night out. For all the flaws James Harden has, and he's by far not a perfect player, he's durable. He only misses games when he decides he doesn't want to play. He very rarely misses games due to injury. Like, very, very rarely throughout his entire 17-year career. Very rarely has he missed games due to injury. It's always been because he has decided for one reason or another that he just didn't want to play that night, or was quitting on a team. And he's quit on 3 teams in the past, and you can even make the case he may have quit on Los Angeles right now. We'll wait to see how this all kind of plays out in the coming days, and as more information comes out, that's remained to be determined. But the reality is the Cavs now have a backcourt that includes James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Dennis Schroeder, Keon Ellis, Sam Merrill, Craig Porter Jr., Lonzo Ball. If you want to include Jalen Tyson as a guard, Jalen Tyson. Did I mention Keon Ellis? And you're getting Max Strus back in a number of days, which means they have too much guard depth. They still need some front court help, which is why I don't think the Cavaliers are going to be finished making any kind of moves. They still don't have a roster spot currently for Naquan Tomlin, so that's something that they have to open up. So another trade's coming one way or another, regardless whether it's just a simple Lonzo Ball salary dump or something else along those lines. They need to open up a spot for Naquan Tomlin to be able to continue playing on the Cavaliers roster. And then secondarily, I still think they're going big fish hunting. I'm telling you guys, I would not be surprised if James Harden isn't the biggest name the Cavs end up with by Thursday's 3 p.m. deadline. I still think Giannis
big
is
move by the
significantly in
Cavs.
play. Those conversations are happening. I can tell you that for a fact. Those talks are
Big
legitimate.
move, baby.
Wendy reported earlier that Anthony Davis could be in play for the Cavaliers.
They're
I
talking
don't
about the
know how
Cavs
that
going
deal
after
works,
Anthony
but
Davis.
He's in play, and Kobe Altman and company, I don't believe, are done going big game hunting. I'm telling you guys, this is not the only move the Cavs are going to make before Thursday's 3 p.m. deadline. Partially because they have to make one to get Naquan Tomlin on this active roster. The other reason is I don't think you make this hard to move without a secondary move in place. I think this is the first of a multi-step process to completely reinvent this Cavaliers roster before the playoffs. Cavs have been better of late. They have been playing better basketball, but they must not have felt that this core four, this current iteration, was good enough to compete with the highest teams, the best teams in basketball. And I'm not sure if James Harden's going to be an upgrade.
Go to the
played better
lobby,
than Darius
Pizza
Garland
Mike, so I
has.
can roll
He's been
up.
a better player in his career than Darius Garland has been in his career. Playoff flaws are legitimate. The does he love basketball? Is he a hard enough worker? All that stuff is legitimate. But he's durable. He's here. He can take some of the playmaking load off of Donovan. And maybe it unlocks something in Donovan, because I don't think the Cavs make this move without consulting Donovan first. Based off the reporting from Wendy and Tim Bontemps that Donovan could ask out if things don't go right. On top of the fact that in the NBA, you always consult with your star players first. I don't think this move happens if they don't have full approval, basically, from Donovan and his team. And Donovan doesn't say, yeah, I'd be willing to play alongside James Harden. We can make that backcourt kind of work. So if Donovan's down with it, then you got to kind of trust the Cavaliers, knowing that if their star player has signed off, he'll find a way to make it work, even if from a stylistic standpoint, it doesn't necessarily match up in a perfect capacity. We'll talk about this more tomorrow on UCSS. This is not the Cavs' last move. I think it's the last move for tonight. I think we'll go into UCSS tomorrow without any necessity to recreate the show to talk about another move after this before 11 a.m. tomorrow. But buckle up, guys. The Cavs have a lot more work to do. They are not done. We're going to be in for a fun next 42 and a half hours, give or take it, 41 and a half hours. Should be fun. Enjoy the deadline. James Harden is a member of the Cavaliers. He could play as early as tomorrow night. And at the end of the day, I'll just leave you guys with this. The Cavs are banking on the fact that James Harden's reliability in the playoffs, knowing that he will be there, was a more reliable option than Darius Garland and his faulty toes right now. They're banking on a 36-year-old point guard over a 26-year-old point guard. And if Darius Garland for James Harden, if you told me before yesterday that one team would have to add a pick, I said the Clippers have to add a pick to make the Cavs do it. The reality was the Cavs had to add a second-round pick to send to Los Angeles to get James Harden. To me,
all right, we just got our second blockbuster NBA trade today. One we definitely saw coming a little bit more than the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade. James Harden, for now the 5th time in his career, has been traded. OKC to Houston, Houston to Brooklyn, Brooklyn to Philadelphia, Philadelphia to Los Angeles, and now Los Angeles to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's been traded for
You're
Darius
trying to say that
Garland
the
and a
Cavs got an
2026
or the
second-round
Clippers
pick. You ask
won
anybody
on this
a
deal.
week ago, honestly 2 days ago, before Harden was kind of out with these personal
This
reasons.
is how I look at
I
it.
thought James Harden was going to be on the
We're
Clippers
trying
after
to
the
win.
deadline. They've been one of the
Who
better
gives a
teams
shit
in
about the
NBA,
future?
basically
Win now
since
and
the start
fucking
of December when they were
worry
6
about that shit
21,
later.
And now they're a respectable team in the Western Conference. They are 23 and 26. They're currently the 9th seed, and it's not impossible for them to be the 8th seed at the end of the year and only have to win one play-in tournament game. But they're going to have to do it without James Harden, who extends his career playoff streak. The Cavs definitely have a better chance of making the playoffs this year. Let's break this trade down because nobody saw this one coming about 24 hours ago. So I'm going to start off with Cleveland's side of things, because when they were the rumored team to go out and get James Harden, honestly, that shocked me a lot. I didn't really think that they were going to be the team that was going to emerge as the James Harden suitor, given that they've had their second apron issues. Now, they were able to save some money in the DeAndre Hunter trade that we saw over the weekend, made a video on Saturday night. Now they trade away Darius Garland, who's the 5th overall pick back in the 2019 draft. If you remember, he didn't have the greatest rookie year coming out of Vanderbilt, in which a season at Vanderbilt, he wasn't really healthy, and we were worried about maybe his size, his finishing at the rim. And I gotta say, Darius Garland has had a very impressive, just kind of year-over-year improvement every single year in Cleveland. He was an all-star in 2022. He was an all-star in 2025 when the Cavs won 64 games. But this year, like 2024 and like some parts of his career, he's been banged up yet again. He's only played 26 games for the Cavs right now, and he's dealing with the toe injury. He hasn't played a game since January 14th, and this toe injury might be more serious than we thought, just because I did not think that Darius Garland was going to go for James Harden, with the Clippers actually getting a second-round pick in this deal. We saw Trae Young go for Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum.
Hey,
Darius
Brad.
Garland's roughly a similar size to Trae Young. They actually had to give a second-round pick and off Darius Garland to go out and get James Harden, who's a decade older than Darius Garland. Harden is 36, Garland is 26, and Garland is under contract more years than James Harden. 39.5 this year, 42 in 2027, 44.8 in 2028, and Cleveland must think that they can get James Harden at a cheaper price tag than Garland's deal. Maybe they're able to save $10 or so million over those 2 years, because Donovan Mitchell, by next October, very similar to Giannis, can sign a massive extension and becomes extension eligible. And Cleveland can't really afford to ever lose Donovan Mitchell in free agency. So if Donovan Mitchell ever declined a contract extension, they have to trade him right away. So they want to give him the top dollar amount, and being able to do so is now freeing up money at the 2026 deadline, in which the Cavs have been a repeat second apron offender, which now limits them to making moves. They can't bring back more money than they send out. They can't sign anybody in the buyout market. Their 2032 first round pick could end up being frozen. So it really restricts them when they're trying to make moves on the margin, and maybe they still believe they could take care of the wide open Eastern Conference. I mean, 64 games last year, Tatum gets hurt, Halliburton gets hurt. They think that the East is probably wide open, and this year they are 30 and 21 the moment this trade goes down. A little bit underwhelming, but only a few games out of the 2 seed, so I don't think this is really a panic move from Cleveland. I think it's a little bit head scratching. I would honestly give this like a C or a D letter grade. I think James Harden is a better player than Darius Garland right now, but like I said, he's a decade older. I think you're maybe making a short-sighted move because of Garland's health, and I know he was hurt in the playoffs last year against the Indiana Pacers, but he's 10 years younger. Could you have not gotten a more athletic wing? I've talked about that I think the Cavs can optimize their roster with Donovan Mitchell as your point guard, or at least Donovan Mitchell as your worst defender in the backcourt. James Harden really isn't that much of a better defender than Darius Garland. He's a little bit bigger, but he's also 10 years older. He's obviously slower than Darius Garland, but he is healthier, so I guess that's a reason for doing so. I think the Cavs could have optimized their roster trading Garland for an athletic wing. Could you have done Garland for maybe like a Herb Jones or somebody like that? I actually think that would raise the Cavs ceiling once we get to the playoffs. Maybe we're going to see them actually make a trade in the front court. I thought Evan Mobley would have the best year of his career offensively if he was the full-time 5, and that's not going to happen with Jared Allen at the 5 spot right now. Harden is a better playmaker than Darius Garland, but this is now shrinking the Cavs window. Like I said, Harden is 36 years old. He's going to want a new contract extension this offseason, so there's going to be an added level of pressure for the Cavs to succeed. If they don't, and who's to say that Harden is not going to request a trade out of Cleveland, right? I thought he was actually happy in Los Angeles as the number 2 option to Kawhi Leonard. He gets to play in Southern California. He's getting paid. Maybe the Clippers said that we weren't going to give you a nice extension in the offseason. I don't really get that. And I don't know if Harden's going to be a long-term Cav. Can you make a fair assessment that Harden is going to end his career in Cleveland? That's going to be wonky. We've dealt with the roller coaster ride of James Harden in the playoffs last year against the Denver Nuggets in round number 1. It was that roller coaster for James Harden. He averaged 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. He shot 43% from the field, 36% from 3 in their 7-game series loss to the Denver Nuggets. Now Harden is not going to be asked to be the number 1 option in Cleveland. This is obviously Donovan Mitchell's team offensively. it's just tough. Maybe the Garland injury is way worse than we thought, and Cleveland can't afford Garland to just not be there consistently for them as we get towards the playoffs and into the playoffs with this window with Donovan Mitchell in his prime, with Garland and Allen playing at a high level, with them going out and trading for Dennis Schroeder. Hopefully they get back Max Strus soon. There could still be another Cleveland Cavaliers trade as well. Could they go out and move Lonzo Ball? Yeah, that's definitely been in the rumors as of late. Could they go out and trade away Sam Merrill or Max Strus? It feels like everybody outside of Mobley, Mitchell, and Jalen Tyson is actually untouchable on this roster that we just learned over the last few days. Maybe they end up trading Evan Mobley for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I highly doubt that ends up happening. That would be wild. It feels like we'd be playing 2K at that point. And then some people said they'll go out and sign LeBron James. Yeah, like I said, I'm putting this at a C. I think it's very shocking for Cleveland to do this. I think it's incredibly risky. Maybe Harden overcomes the playoff doubters this time around in the Eastern Conference. Conference he hasn't been in since he was on the 76ers a couple years ago. We'll see what happens. But like I said, a little skeptical about this for Cleveland. As for the Los Angeles Clippers, it stinks that James Harden just came to saying that.
Damn, some people are liking that trade. Dennis Schroeder's our new point guard. Oh, screw that up. Oh, I screwed that up. My God. Stop it, McCormick. McCormick said not Albert. Oh, damn it. Why did I miss that? Eat a dick, Snyder. I'm cleaning house over here. Go to the lobby. I got to change the tires on that car. It's got the wrong tires. It's 817. What up, Visco? It's the Flintstone Kids.
What up, buddy?
What up, brother?
Oh, nothing much. Just bored, fucking around.
You said walking around?
Nah, I said I'm just bored, fucking around, doing nothing. I fucking some snow on the ground now. I get my stitches taken out on Thursday, so after that I should be back to full mobility. So I'm gonna try to start getting back in the gym and walking more, and then I'm hoping to be back at work. I think he said next Thursday, so I got another week. I'm bored as shit, man. I'm ready to be. Man, I'll find something to do.
What's up, fellas?
What up, brother?
JP? So watched your show, and good. It was
Fucked
and we'll
up.
talk about it. I don't want to say anything gonna get you fired again.
No, you can say whatever. I think what's gonna end up happening with that woman, honestly, is he's gonna see how fucked up she is, and he's probably just gonna like move her. I'm looking at it as if I could just survive that, I'll probably get awarded for just surviving it.
Yeah, that woman was terrible. I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Well,
What
I think
thought. I was,
here's the reality. She was a once upon a time a Hazelwood, so
yeah.
they awarded her for being a Hazelwood.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like she used to give.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
more,
Yeah,
more like behind the
she was
scenes
like-
and stuff.
Yeah,
I
she
got
give
you.
she give money, so it's almost like it's like the Make a Wish show. But here's the problem: the only thing I don't like is no one likes her. So that's like the common thing. So I don't know how long a dynamic like that could last. But yeah,
no, I was
right now I'm in trouble right now because with her, it's gonna be hard to be entertaining.
Yeah, shit, at least you ain't Albert, dude. That guy's on thin ice, dude.
Oh yeah, I can't believe that. They're gonna raise money if they make a certain amount of money tomorrow, that guy will get fired. That's how that shit is done.
I don't know who the fuck Albert is. I just thought it was funny. It was like,
I keep doing it wrong. Hold on, I keep hitting the wrong button each fucking time.
the only fucking thing I liked about that show. That all the fucking up you had on with the fucking sweater vest.
Yeah,
I love that sweater vest with the tie. I'm like, this motherfucker right here, man. He's like, I was like, motherfucker doesn't come off of a street corner. It looks like. Just did you? I'm assuming you look like you had just had to use your pimp hand on somebody. Bitch
Yeah.
that didn't give you your money.
That's why I'm upset it has to be done on a show like that. But I'm looking at it like this because the girl I was with, she got completely moved as well. And I'm thinking, like, if he's probably like, look, no one can work with this girl. If you just work with her for like a week or two, I'll get you out of there. That's what I'm hoping. Now, what's funny was the show we did Saturday night was way better because she was asleep.
Yeah. No, I mean, like the first thing I hear is that, like, so I'm sitting there and like I'm listening to I was using the bathroom, had my phone in there because I don't like to take my phone in the bathroom with me. I had my phone in there on the fucking counter, and I had it turned up. There wasn't nobody here, and I had it turned up, and I was listening. First thing I hear, I'm like, "Oh, Pixie show's on." I turn on. The first thing I see, oh, hurries and himmies and all that. I'm like, "What the fuck? What the
And
hell
then
is that?"
I said, welcome. I said, welcome to
in-
Local Gay, where the straight guys always end up on top.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That's what I said,
Oh.
McCormick. I said, welcome to Local Gay, where the straight guys end up on top.
Yeah, wait, was it WCW or the big?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just, that was, well,
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. It's gonna be bad for a couple days. And I was trying to invite guests, and she wasn't letting me invite certain guests. I'm like, oh, this girl's a bitch. I was getting messaged by this chick, was like, I'm gonna come on, and I'm like, all right. And then I told her I'm gonna have this girl on, another host, and she was like, no, I don't like her. And I'm like, what?
Well, it seems like the whole thing's built on like inner beefs and shit, you know, like where it's like they want like
Yeah.
you can tell like they want like inside fighting and shit, you know, like they want like angles and shit, you know, like.
That's why I said, welcome to
Can you imagine
Survivor.
could you imagine like the way this guy like when I just see the shit that's posted on your Discord shit, you know, but man,
Yeah.
yeah, like man, can you imagine like a job you go into where just like your boss that day is like these 4 people I'm not happy with by the end of the day. You know?
Yeah.
One of you are getting fired. One of you are getting demoted. You know?
yeah, that would be, that'd be interesting.
If you guys collectively raise $50, I'll fire the next person.
That's
Well,
it. That would be it right there.
You can't get any lower than I am right now because that's the lowest show.
Oh, you're saying the Local Gay isn't the most popular show?
No, it's actually the most hated because of that girl on there. She's like, I would say probably more hated than Kenny is.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, just stick in there, man, and see if you could, you know,
Yeah.
stick it out and then fucking hopefully
Jacob
later on down the road,
Waters.
you can.
Jacob Waters joined the Discord up there, so now he's a part of it.
Oh, nice.
He's not a host or anything yet, but he's a part of the Discord to where he could jump on shows and attempt to
Oh,
get.
nice. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully you could fucking get up there and you'll have like your own fucking low-cal midnight or something like that. You could fucking, you ain't got to be getting up so damn early.
Well, I told what's his name as a joke when I first got to that show. I said, if she quits, can we call the show Local Underground?
Yeah. They should rename it Low-Cal Rejects. Something like that. Who y'all got on there now?
Well,
All
the
old-
boss
all
the boss tried to
tired
say
people
the
come
name
back.
the name doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he probably wants that locale in there.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I'll listen again tomorrow and see what other gay shit y'all talk about.
Well, hopefully that kid shows up, that intern we got. I need him because he's authentic. She's a bore. At least that other dude's got energy.
Yeah. Stop.
Did it again.
Yeah. At least the Rebel show was a little more entertaining.
Yeah, I get that.
Maybe they can put you on the one of the other shows, the outlet show.
Well, there's a like say they said, well, we don't want you to be a host whenever you go back to being an intern. I know one of the hosts that would let me intern for him, and he's on a good show. And if it goes good, they'll just always make you a host again.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Who knows? I don't think that lady's sustainable, though.
If they got like a I was thinking you could do something like if they had like a locale sports or something like that, you could fucking right up your alley.
No, people talked about making that, but they just never did. Because how the boss looked at it was, if people want to go listen to sports, they got a place. You know what I mean? Whether it's ESPN.
Yeah, because I guess if you're still going with like the locale angle, like I think there's a lot of like it would be hard to cover topics with sports. It'd be a bunch of like the weird like who's that baseball player that got like kicked out of the baseball because he was like fucking like an underage girl or some shit, Dominican Republic, like I don't know. I feel like it'd be hard to like you'd have to like really like it'd be very dark the shit you'd have to talk about for sports, like to find like locale stuff, like.
Yeah. That's where I struggle at is how to write these shows. They're trying to put together a team of people that are going to help make the show better, but for these first couple days, this shit's going to be bad. All right, Pizza Mike. Right after here, we'll get in.
So speaking of sports, I don't know if you've talked about it yet, but what is your thoughts on Todd Munkin? I've never heard of that guy before.
I don't really know who he is either. I don't know what to think of him. I don't know.
He was I don't think has he ever been a head coach?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, you might want to look that up. Do you know who Todd Munkin is, JP?
I'm just looking it up right now. I'm assuming he's the new coach for the Ravens, right?
He's the new head coach of the Browns.
Oh, so he was ex-Ravens offensive coordinator.
Man, why didn't y'all should have they should have opened up the wallet and got Harbaugh. Shit.
I don't think Harbaugh would have came to Cleveland because he coached in Baltimore out of respect for the owner. Sometimes they do that.
Oh, okay.
And he went to New York. New York, if he probably said, maybe he would have said, I'd go to Cleveland if I'm not offered a certain job. But New York opened up the checkbook.
He got $100 million apparently. Fucking New York. $100 million. Jesus Christ. That might get him a 2-bedroom, 1-bath up in New York, right, JP?
in a somewhat decent neighborhood,
Yeah, maybe. Damn, 121st Street, probably. So apparently, no, he's never been a head coach anywhere before. He was the
I
wide
told you the
receiver
Browns would
coach.
hire somebody that's never been a coach before. I knew it.
He was a wide receiver coach for the Jaguars in 2007. He was an offensive coordinator for the Bucks.
Oh,
He worked for the
he was a former Browns coach.
He was an offensive coordinator in 2019. Then he went to the Bulldogs, and he went to the Ravens for 2 years, and now he's back as the head coach of the Browns. Probably getting scale. What do you think?
I have no idea.
We're making minimum wage, probably league minimum. What he's getting. Oh, he was a head coach for Ole Miss. Well, that's something. He's 60 years old. Boy, that picture of him right there just says it all. He's got the biggest mope face I've ever seen. You see that damn picture of him on Wikipedia? That motherfucker, he's got the damn picture of. He's got the biggest frown on his face, and he's standing behind like the Browns logo.
I can't
I'm
believe
going to
they,
Cleveland.
Guess I don't really know what to think of it yet. I mean,
You can only wait and see, you know.
because like out of all the people out there, that's it. You know what I mean? You think you would be a name you'd more know?
Well, it must have been in their price range. You know?
Yeah.
How
Well, I
many
guess
other coaches
maybe
are they
if
paying right
he has
now?
prior connections to the team, I guess I don't know. You know, 2019. That was years ago. I mean, that's a long time in football. You know.
And you watch fucking Stefanski take the fucking Falcons to the Super Bowl next year.
Highly unlikely, but I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I think the Falcons are going to struggle next year.
Yeah. I want to know, and I guess we won't find out until in September or so. Or I would see if if that monkey's gonna fucking if Shador's gonna be starting, or is
Deshaun.
is Deshaun coming back? I mean,
Yeah. He's on the roster. He's
everything-
being paid.
Everything.
He's
everything
going
I
to be
just
one of the
scrolled
highest.
through-
He's going to be one of the highest paid players in the league, probably technically.
I mean, every article I've read, I've just read through quickly about this.
They thought
monkey.
he was going to be the Super Bowl king.
His biggest task is finding a quarterback and sustaining an offense.
gonna be interesting. It is gonna be interesting.
I think Sanders just got to find wherever he ends up, he has to have the right coach. You know.
Are you saying that damn, fucking old monkey might not be the right coach?
I don't know.
I mean, you look at his track record. He's got a winning track record right there.
I think at this point it just
Every-
matters. The question is, do we got the players at this point?
I don't see him smiling in any of his pictures. He looks so damn depressed.
Yeah, I saw that.
With the Ravens, he looks depressed. With the Bulldogs, he looks he looks so depressed. Wait till he gets to Cleveland. Jesus. Wait till he sees the snow.
I don't know. I don't need a happy ass coach. You know, I don't know.
Some people said this might be good for Shador. So, what are the Bears gonna do, McCormick? Are they making moves?
I haven't seen nothing yet. But I'm sure the coach is there to stay. I'm sure Caleb Williams, they're gonna be behind him for at least a couple years. I mean, I think he just this season alone has made himself their franchise player. You know. The Bulls made a couple little fucking moves. They got Anthony Simmons from the Celtics today, and somebody from the Pacers, I think. Or no, from the Pistons. I can't remember name though.
You know, the thing with Shador though, what is he, like 22? He's fucking
No, he's young
pretty
as
good
fuck.
this year. I mean, he did pretty good this year. I mean, you know, if Deshaun comes back, maybe he can fucking mentor him or whatever and help him out and shit. Maybe like 2 years from now, he could be starting for, you know, some like another team. He could be like fucking starting for the damn for the Falcons or something like that. Maybe, who knows? You know, he's still young. He's really young. So who knows, man?
Hey, they. Well, let me let my dog out.
I'd be more worried about fucking Deshaun coming back and fucking getting hurt again. And Achilles is a fucking terrible injury, dude. Those fucking tendons are. They said he tore the meat off the bone, dude. Sometimes that shit doesn't go back the way it's supposed to. I don't know. Time will tell, I guess.
Yeah. And I think it's also the level of expectation too. You know, it depends on the person's definition of what success is. You know,
I think technically we were the highest paid, one of the highest paid teams in the league. And think about how bad we were.
yeah, but how much is that is like going to players that don't even play for you guys anymore? I mean, that's
What do you mean by that?
like aren't there guys that are that haven't played for the Browns for like a season or two? They're still paying their contracts.
There might be.
Or I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but
It's mainly Deshaun.
Everybody's getting new coaches this year, huh?
Yeah.
right, the guy from the Steelers hasn't gone anywhere yet, right? He still has this hopes that he's gonna be a TV analyst,
Yeah,
right?
that's the rumor on that. Let me let my dog in.
Which I mean, I think he has a pretty good shot. You know, not.
So what? Another thing. What do you think about that, JP? Can you take the Hall of Fame seriously anymore since fucking Belichick didn't get in? I mean, is it a joke? Got to be a joke, right?
Yeah, I don't know what to.
Like, I mean,
Even though that just like seeing like the whatever social media backlash about it, like I'm sure he's gonna get it next year, but
I'm like fucking. Why would he even want to get in next year? I mean, fucking like.
no. At that point I'd be like, well, fuck you too, you know,
Yeah, I mean, really, it's like, look, if he's not a fucking first ballot, then like, there's never going to be a first ballot because like, who's going to fucking? Nobody's ever going to have his career, man. Like he's it, you know.
well, I mean, just like another example, like some egregious shit, like, and this I think it's just like the White Sox social media fucking is like whoever coordinates it sucks. But so the White
Yeah.
Sox, they put out a Black History Month thing, and they didn't put Frank Thomas in it. And even Frank Thomas is like, hey, as like the black player that's probably made this organization the most money, you're gonna forget about me, you know, like.
Yeah, we got Harden.
And I think that's to stay like.
Again, if you're just turning
I think
on
I think the Bulls are
association,
gonna make some more moves before
the
Thursday.
breaking news
Yeah.
in the NBA on this
Oh, is
Tuesday,
Thursday the
the
deadline?
James Harden trade is
Yeah, I think
official.
Thursday
Chris
night.
Haynes breaking that during the show. Harden to Cleveland, Darius Garland coming back to Los
Because
Angeles.
I think the Bulls might clear house to like some like teams that are
In spite
contenders,
of
like in
the
like
land.
like that Kobe
Paired
White.
up
I think
with
he's
the
gonna go to a
front
team
court
that's like
of
in the hunt.
Evan Mobley and Jared Allen and Darius Garland, 26-year-old, couple All-Star appearances.
What
on
did you
his
think about
resume.
that, Pesci? What
Fresh
was your
start for him
thoughts
in
on
Los Angeles and the hope, of
Belichick
course,
not making the Hall of Fame?
Was it to make the Hall of Fame or was it just to get voted on the ballot, JP?
I don't know, Rev. I thought he didn't make it to get in.
I don't know if that was the vote to get on the Hall of Fame or vote to get on the ballot to be voted in the Hall of Fame.
He was on the ballot. He did not get the 80% that's required to be in the Hall
Yeah,
of
that's
Fame.
what I meant.
Yeah, how does that work for football? Like, because I know baseball, I believe you have to like be out of the game for like a couple of years. Like you can't like where you're like eligible. Oh, so 5 years.
It's
So
5
this
years.
would have been the first year that Belichick would have been eligible to go in. Okay.
There's only been like 2 other first ballot Hall of Famers.
You would have to ask the voters.
Yeah. I guess now you think of it that way, that is kind of like a.
It's
That is some of the kind of the ponder, you know. Like,
yeah. Chuck Noll, Don Shula, and Tom Landry are the only 3 coaches to ever be first ballot Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
They're the only 3 coaches to ever be first ballot Hall of Fame. And funny enough, Bill Belichick has more Super Bowl wins than all 3 of those combined.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's probably a bad
Well,
job out of the voters not putting them in.
No, it's I think from what I've heard, it's the fucking like there's 3 or 4 members on the board over there that fucking hate Bill Belichick and they fucking poisoned him. Who was that guy? I'm trying to remember who they said that guy was that fucking because apparently Belichick pissed a lot of people off over his 25-year career or whatever.
I mean, not to go back to baseball. That's what I know better for like this type of thing. Like, yeah, there's definitely like guys that like where it's like they were just like unlikable, where it definitely hurt their chances at certain points. But yeah, like Bill Belichick's like a guy where I think he could tell everyone to suck his dick, but like you still have to recognize he's a good fucking coach, you know? Like,
You know, he's the greatest of all time. He's a fucking, you know, I mean, if you're talking about wins and rings, and he's fucking, ain't nobody touch him. You know, can made the most dominant fucking team of all time was what they were. You know, fucking what from 2001 to 2018 they appeared what was it? Fucking how many? What was it? 10 Super Bowls or it was it was a
Yeah, 'cause
ridiculous amount.
if you factor in the ones that didn't win, yeah, that's even
They,
more.
well, yeah, like fucking. I mean, crazy, man. Well, no, yeah, it was because it was 13. Yeah, it was 13 NFC championships or AFC championships, whatever. So yeah, they went to 13 bowls, I guess, shit, and won 6 of them. 7, yeah, crazy, man. Appeared in won 30. It was like 31 playoff games or something.
Oh, what's up, Billy? Looked at the
What
chat.
up? What up, Billy? Hey JP, go look in selfies. Look at that picture of myself over there, brother.
Oh, I saw you look at. I saw you looking for him. Yeah.
Trying to trim down a little bit, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, hell yeah, good for you, brother.
Trying to trim down a little bit.
Once your bum legs back in business, you'll be even doing better.
Hell yeah. If he gives me permission, I'm gonna try to get back in the gym next week, and I'm gonna fucking.
Oh, yeah. Don't go and fuck yourself up the first week. You know?
No. I don't never do that shit. I want to get back in the fucking pool, man.
Oh, okay. Some super light shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can go fucking swimming, man. I can swim. Swimming's good for your legs. No, I ain't gonna be fucking squatting or nothing like that. Not for a while.
Fuck it up right away. That'd be a bad shit.
Yeah, that's all I need is fucking. You just use the same scar. Just open them back up. I just want to get back in the pool, man. Shit, that's what I want to get back to.
Or the fitness center you go to, that's like a lap pool or.
Yeah, they got a fucking big lap pool. 4-lane lap pool.
There was a gym that they built brand new, super nice, you know. But then they closed down like the other gym, so like everyone started going to this, and like the gym can't handle the amount of like new customers and shit. And also they had like a 2-lane like super small lap pool, but I'd go there in the middle of the day, so nobody would be there, you know. And I'd be happy as fuck because I hate waiting in line. I hate like. I don't want to be standing there with no shirt on for as long as I have to be, you know, like. So, but now they started their new fucking gimmick, and I even like tried to complain to the people. I was like, "How are you like renting out like it? Because it's not what's the fucking chain? LA Fitness, you know? They're renting it out. It's like some like person that does swim lessons. I'm like, how are you renting this shit out? You know, they don't seem right. Like you're charging people membership, but then like. You have someone like doing like an outside business inside there, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Ours is, our pool's not very busy at all. I mean, in the mornings it is, but like, you know, if you go in the afternoon, it's very slow. Because I'll try to go when I get off work. And
What up, Jacob?
It's like it's usually like 3 or 4 people, maybe.
I don't know.
It's nice because it's a heated pool too.
I don't really like the woman.
You know, I thought, honestly, like I thought that, you know, fucking the reason they didn't put Belichick in this year is because they were going to do something like try to, since Brady's going in next year, they were going to try to have both go in at the same time or something like that, you know?
I guess so. I mean,
It could be that, but, you know, there's going to be a stink about it now. There's a guy with helmet. Brady might not go in next year, I guess. Fucking, he might not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Shit, why not?
no, that would be egregious. You know, that's
I thought that would. I was listening to somebody talk about that the day they were talking about. They were like, who's going to be the key speakers for? Or who's going to be like the inductee for Brady when he goes in? And everybody was like, fucking get Eli Manning because he can tell the story. Like, it's like, Tom, I want to thank you for letting me be a part of those Super Bowls. Shit like. He beat him twice.
no, and I think Tom. Like, I mean, that's just kind of like. I think Tom Brady has like this sense of humor where, like, yeah, like I could actually. That actually sounds like plausible, you know. Like he'd have like kind of like a goof, you know, like.
Oh man. That is funny though. I remember watching that fucking Super Bowl in 2008 and the one in 2012.
Well, I forgot. There's like a meme where it's like it's about, you know, you're a kid in Massachusetts. Like I forgot like what grade. They're like, oh, you have to be in like the 7th grade where you would have never seen the Patriots in a Super Bowl. You know, where it's like, you know, like how, like, you know, there's teams where, like, yeah, or some, you know, some areas where there's kids or nobody's ever seen a Super Bowl. You know, like being like a Vikings fan or some shit, you know, like where it's like, oh, they never won Super Bowl. You know, I mean, yeah, shit. Look at Chicago. People still talk about a Super Bowl that happened fucking 40 years ago, before my time. You know?
They had a good year this year though.
No, I mean that's nothing to fucking shake a stick at, you know.
Yeah, the fact that they lost that game even after that big throw Caleb made, that's crazy.
You know,
Yeah, there are sometimes you get you. There are sometimes whenever you're watching something and you're watching that shit and you're like, man, why the fuck did they ever make field goals legal for?
but
Why the fuck did they make field goals legal and shit?
Oh, yeah,
They need to have a certain
Super Bowl's
point in
this weekend.
Yeah.
From LA standpoint is that Garland
You'd
will
have
get
a
healthy,
certain
but we
point in the
know that
game
James
where they're
Harden
just
is
like,
healthy,
we're not
and
going
he's been
to.
durable,
Field goals are
and
no
he
longer
wants
legal in this,
to one,
this next
secure
15 minutes.
his next contract, his next payday,
And then just
and then 2, opt
see
with
who
a
wins.
contender, and he does that joining the
I don't
Cavs
think James Harden has
in
won a
wide
ring
open
yet,
Eastern
has he,
Conference.
McCormick?
Underachieved up to this point. This is a guy who
I
they
think.
hope will aid their chances or their ascent.
Gonna have to
back
go to
up
old
the standings.
Wikipedia for that one. I mean,
Yeah.
I just know he's played for, like, it seems like so many fucking teams. That's where it's like a.
Because I don't think he got one with the Rockets.
And that's what that was what I was thinking first, but yeah, I don't.
Doesn't look like he has.
Jacob Waters
Yeah,
says, watch your mouth, JP. You can't talk about the Super Bowl shuffle. Like, plus, Michael Turner was definitely something to shake a stick at the year he was running them back.
Oh, but no, I was trying to put Michael Turner together. Yeah, Jacob Waters' neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Some Husky football.
I like when you put not Albert. Oh,
Well, no, I love when like I'm sure like that right that guy don't see this shit right like it's just like
No,
it's
that-
like connected to your
it wouldn't matter anyway, bro. They let the whole
no
community's
not
in trouble.
that I don't care you get upset but it's just like I just see like those shit posted like it's always like like it's always some funny shit that the guy writes
Yeah.
Look, if you don't show up at 7:30 a.m. today, your ass is grass, brother.
Like how one of the hosts' name is Steak.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. What, you have some fucking frat party, dude?
It's like a sorority house in there at times. You go pour a drink.
I don't know no decal bars. Oh no, that's a funny ass. That's a cool story. I mean, it sucks you got your nose broke. That's wild, dude. Yeah. I was about to say, man, if you were 16, he had to been like fucking like late 20s, early 30s.
All right, I'm back. You betting on the Super Bowl, Rev?
Probably not. I don't know. I might. I don't. We'll see. What's the spread?
I didn't even look.
I think it was 4.5 the last time I looked on, but that was a couple days ago. I don't know.
Seahawks favorite?
Yeah, Seahawks are a favorite. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the last time I looked, but I mean, it was a couple days away. I imagine shit hasn't changed.
Yeah, Seahawks are -4.5.
What a year for them. You would have never guessed that.
Oh, man, that's Sam Darnold. Dude.
Sam Darnold got to the
Hey,
Super
what
Bowl
is this?
before Baker. They were in the draft together.
Over under 45.5. I feel like they're gonna be. Even though every time I always think this, they're gonna be like throwing bombs, but you never know.
45's a lot, but it could go over. Seahawks have been scoring almost 30 a game.
You think Brady will be at the Super Bowl?
No, probably
Definitely.
probably working for Fox. Unless he's the announcer. I don't think he could. I guess he could go.
You think they'll be on location somewhere else?
Is the game on
motherfucker,
Fox?
he'll be
I'm saying if
at
the
the damn-
game's on Fox, he's doing the game.
I don't know. I always forget who owns the rights to the Super Bowl and shit.
It's on Peacock, isn't it? I think it's Peacock this
Oh,
year.
so
Right?
NBC.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Peacock.
Yes, the Super Bowl was on Peak this year. Hot damn, baby! That's awesome. Get to watch it on my big screen. Get to watch it on my big screen without the fucking.
You excited for the halftime show, Rob? Some Bad Bunny.
Oh, who? Nah, I don't give a shit about that. Oh, is he wearing a dress, isn't he?
You know, Bad Bunny was the guy that wrestled.
No,
I
but
know, I heard.
I've heard rumors he's gonna wear like a dress for some reason.
Yeah, I heard he's supposed to wear a dress about trans rights.
I've seen
Hey,
that
maybe
too.
y'all can talk about that on your show on Monday, Fish.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, brother. I just think it's it's.
All right. I'm not gonna be there long. There's no way they're gonna keep that up for long.
You ought to get Puncho to come on there and talk about what he thinks about trans rights. That'll get you off the show fast. Ugh. Yeah, it's going to be on Peacock this year. I wonder what that's going to do to the fucking rating. Shit. Well, it's
do you
going to have
mean?
to be on NBC too, I imagine.
Yeah,
What do you mean? They're gonna get a lot of
They're not gonna
ratings.
make it where people have to like get. They're not gonna make the Super Bowl where someone has to get in a fucking half. You know, like.
Oh, wait, no, wait. It says the Super Bowl will be on Hulu TV.
I mean, that's terrible fucking business. If they're gonna make it where you can't even watch it on like basic cable. You know, like that's a.
Oh yeah, that is bad business.
Because you got to think
People
how much
get
of
rid of
a Super
cable
Bowl
at that
commercial.
point.
I forgot how much like a 30-second commercial is worth. It's worth like multi-millions of dollars. You know, like.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's going to be on NBC as well. It's going to be on NBC as well.
It has to be on like an antenna fucking thing, cause yeah.
Yeah. You watching fucking everybody gonna have to download Peacock, fucking watch the Super Bowl instead of the fucking.
Isn't that one of the, like, that's one of like the Thanksgiving football games now? Is like since they've had like because right before it used to only be 2 games on Thanksgiving, but now they made it 3, and I think one of them like yeah you have to have either like Peacock or Prime or some shit, you know. And people are always pissed each year, you know. They say, yeah,
What you're gonna fucking that's what you're gonna fucking see right there is gonna be instead of like a damn Pepsi commercial or one of them multi-million-dollar commercials, it's gonna be you're gonna have Peacock and it's gonna have like a fucking commercial for Modern Family or something like that. The Office. It's The Office now on streaming on Peacock, you know, in between your damn Super Bowl. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna watch it. Y'all are on here, we can do a damn live correspondent. Watch that motherfucker.
yeah. The one bar that I would normally go to watch part of it changed owners, so I'm probably not gonna go over there.
Why? It's gonna change that much?
Oh yeah, I haven't gone there. You know, it's a matter of principle.
What bar is it? Is it the Pink Flamingo over there, or the?
yeah.
What bar is it? Is it one that Fetchy's going to be talking about
Yeah.
next week? I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep doing that. I can't stop.
What's that King song, Lola? You know, it talks like a boy. Lola.
Oh man. No, I couldn't. I'm gonna have to watch it at the house because my
What
wife's
up,
got
Rome?
work that night.
Oh, what's up, bro? How are you, buddy?
What's going on, Reverend? What's going on, Jay? What's going on,
How you
Jay?
doing? How you doing?
You excited for the
everybody's
Super Bowl?
Hell no.
Uh,
I'm pissed off because, for one, you know, neither one of them, you know, my team ain't in it. Number two, why are they fucking with Bad Bunny? It's pissing me off. Now I just heard on Google that they saying that Bad Bunny's not going to get paid for the Super Bowl.
I don't think
performance.
anybody gets paid for the Super Bowl, dude.
Yep.
Rome, did you watch the Royal Rumble?
to. Royal Rumble was, should I say, be prepared for the next run of the blood crown.
Damn, again?
Either that, or Roman's gonna let CM Punk retire.
I don't think they'll do that. Just because Gunther's the retire guy at the moment.
Gunther can go to hell. I'm sorry. Gunther can go to hell. If you want to be the career killer, Gunther, if you won't come in the career of the PWO champion, come on, I wish you luck, bro. Because you may met some streets, but you ain't met the streets over here, bro. We ain't like the streets from where you from. We more dangerous than where you from. I'll treat your ass like John Witherspoon. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. But I'm gonna whoop your ass. And I don't like the way they're doing him right now because you gonna let this man really, really talk shit about John Cena, who carried the company on his fucking back. Even though I didn't like some of the things that he may have done, but he was the most respected, the most requested person from Make-A-Wish. But you gonna let a nobody come and try to tarnish his name, call him a bitch on camera in front of children? Motherfucker, are you serious? I really don't like that. And then he did the same thing with AJ Styles. Motherfucker, you, for real, you couldn't even wax AJ Styles' boots.
I think that Saturday Night main event, AJ Shinsuke, that was AJ Styles' last real match. You know, that was the match he wanted to have. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but don't do that, because some of these fans out here with it, that's why they keep some of those superstars hidden, because they know motherfuckers like Gunther will get your ass really kicked in public. That's why you don't see him in public like that. Because some of them will get touched on by fans. And trust me, the way he been talking, man, there's some fans out here, I swear for Pete, they won't touch on Gunther, dude. They do not care he's a wrestler. They won't touch on him.
Rome, if I could, real quick, I just wanted to.
No, go ahead.
Say,
Man, you know you know I ain't got no problem with you, Rev. You know,
Yeah.
if you gotta say something, you know.
well, I did want to say what you said a minute ago. It does say here that it says since they do not receive a traditional paycheck in the sense that nobody gets paid for the halftime show. It says the NFL pays for travel expenses and the production and setup of shows, but the artists typically do not get any sort of union scale pay, but they get a massive exposure from the gig.
Well, I mean, right? It's sponsored by. It's always the halftime show is always by it's Pepsi, right? It's always
Whoever it is.
Real,
But
let
you gotta figure fucking you're on the halftime show. Shit, you're gonna
yeah, you got to figure
amount of
more than
publicity.
probably half of the United States are watching.
At least.
Now, do you Prince would have not gotten a little something when Prince did his halftime show? I think Prince got a check.
Maybe from somebody. I don't. It probably didn't get it from the NFL, but I mean, gotta figure like fucking like that. That's got to be one of the most coveted spots in the world, right there, is to play the halftime Super Bowl show. I mean, shit, you got to figure like you're
a callback more than twice.
Yeah, no, that's
Some
that's
people-
like
But because you got to think all those years after the Jackson nipple slip, they stopped having they stopped having like women for like a couple years, where it was all like old guy rock bands, where it was like, where I think they're like, oh, we're playing it safe, we're gonna have like the Stones, we're gonna have
The Stones.
we think Bruce Springsteen's not gonna whip out his fucking Johnson, you know, like
get 50 and Eminem out there, get Dre out there too. Shit,
yeah.
I
I feel like it's just recently again that they started having even like women at all. Like,
But put it this way, after Kendrick Lamar last year,
Fuck!
you gonna bring in Bad Bunny this year? Jambia, Allah, yeah, bring it.
well, you know, fucking Jelly Roll gonna be playing it next year. So oh, look at this. We're gonna work our way down the line now.
Shoot, the year after that is gonna be us, the PWO.
Jelly Roll and Post Malone gonna be at the halftime next year. You watch.
I'm gonna have to dust off my keyboard if we're playing Super Bowl next year.
I got my guitar sitting right on over. I'd be damned if I wouldn't get up there and fucking play in front of that damn crowd. I don't care shit.
And look, what we gonna do is we gonna put a wrestling ring in the middle of the field. We gonna get Jake Cutson and we gonna whoop his ass while playing music.
Oh, say can you see? Oh, did
then
anybody
we-
watch the? Anybody watch the Rumble? I didn't even see it.
I didn't watch it either.
I heard
Watch
Roman
the what?
won. The Rumble.
Yeah, Roman won the men's and Liv won the women's.
So I'm assuming that Roman's going to be the new Brock now, right? And Brock's going to be the new fucking. Brock's going to be
Well-
the new Rock, and Rock's going to the house.
Well, Brock Lesnar's supposed to be getting his ass whooped by Gunther, and Gunther's up here hollering about he get ready to retire him. I don't see that happening.
I think Brock still wants some more checks, so I'm thinking he'll still stick around for a little while.
For the amount of like dates Brock Lesnar has to make, yeah, I think he's not going to go out this year.
I don't
He-
think
guess
he
what?
would go- Do you think he would let a nobody like Gunther whoop his ass?
Not right now. I think eventually, yeah, but not right now.
Oh no, I don't think so. Period. Because really, Gunther to me was a mistake. For real, Gunther to me was a big mistake. And what they
Brock's-
doing to Trick Williams right now is a big mistake.
But I think it's still a little too early to say if it's a mistake or not.
Brock's still a relatively young man. I think he's like in his late 40s or whatever. So I mean, probably
around
still. He only, huh?
Yeah, he's around us gentlemen's age, right? Around our age, all four of
Yeah.
us.
And he wrestles once or twice a year. I mean,
Yeah,
he's going to be
three
the
at the most.
he's going to be the Undertaker. That's what he's going to do. He's going to be the Undertaker.
You have to challenge him for him to come out of pocket.
He's going to come out fucking once a year and get paid $6 million a year.
Yeah, well, yeah, and flying in on a private flight, he's getting all the amenities, he's in.
Well, he's got a jet. He's got his own plane.
But for me, I don't know about y'all. He needs to stop fucking with Paul Heyman. They need his
Yep.
character to stop fucking with Paul Heyman.
Is Braun Breaker a champion right now?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, is he?
Braun Breaker's a bitch. He's a Paul Heyman guy.
I'm saying, is he a champion right now?
No, because he lost that in the Royal Rumble. When Adam Pearce put him in as number 2, number 9, one of those two numbers.
CM Punk's the champion now.
Who's the other champion?
Me?
Drew McIntyre.
Me?
the only champ that matters.
The only one that matters, the PWO OTC. And in my family, I'm the only tribal chief. I am the tribal chief in my family. 49 and the oldest male in my family. And that's a stunner. Because normally, you have some great uncles or, somebody older than you in your 70s, 80s. Man, there's no other male older than me right now.
Yeah.
So I gladly and proudly now wear the name of the tribal chief.
Damn, dude, that should make me think, dude. Yeah, my family, like, I'm trying to think. I got probably a cousin that's maybe like 55. Yeah, that's the oldest fucking guy in my family,
I got a couple of old guys in my family. My dad's 78.
But
Hopefully
us
he'll
as
make
men, I just want us to live longer. We gotta eat healthier. So Rev, that means you too, bro.
You seen that? Look at
Oh,
in the
yeah.
in the selfie.
Rev is getting trimmed, dude.
I'm trimming
So,
down,
Rev,
brother.
so how much weight have you totally lost?
Oh Lord, I started at three. I think it was like 320 at my heaviest, and I am, as of this morning, I was at 268. I think. Oh yeah, 268. So,
Whoa.
what is that like? That's like almost fit. That's almost 50 pounds, right? That's like 50 pounds almost. Yeah, something like that.
Congratulations, my brother. Whoa. Big. Hey, hold on. Where's the clapping sound for me?
Oh, you see that picture? Yeah, well, that's a good picture right there.
Yeah. See, this is the year that us men should be getting back in shape.
Oh, it's going to happen, man. We're gonna get there.
Cause trust me, right now, I remember when I first bought my WWE Championship belt. I could barely snap it around my waist. Now I could probably wrap almost two of those, wrap it around me almost twice. I went down to, actually, a friend of mine said I'm back down to my marching band weight. And I was like, nah. He was like, yeah. He said, I bet you we go get our old uniforms from school. He said, I bet you could fit in. For me, because
show up at the school. Let me try one of uniforms real quick.
and let me carry one of them drums around real quick, see if I can still get it.
Get that shit off your lip, Pizza Mike.
Hope everybody's been safe during this crazy weather.
Yeah, it's been fucking slowing me down.
Shoot, it just snowed here again today.
Yeah, it started snowing before I went live.
I'm just glad it ain't so cold no more. I've been so worried about like my pipes in my house fucking busting.
I think we dropped down to like, with the wind chill, -5 here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, it was cold enough, but shoot.
Right. You're in Kentucky, right, bro?
Yep.
Yeah.
In Louisville, right by the Ohio River.
What the fucking Groundhog's Days? I think he said it's 6 more weeks or whatever.
Fuck that motherfucking thing, whoever the fuck he is. Kill that motherfucking ground. Somebody needs something.
Jacob Waters says, interesting. Giggle Pickles is also the last of her tribe. Rome, you have a lot in common.
Don't do that shit. You don't want to get me started. I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't do it. I don't know why y'all keep trying to bring up Gumby around me, but don't do that shit.
I agree.
And all I gotta say is you just heard it confirmed by the wise man. So don't do it. Leave that situation alone. Matter of fact, the tribal chief has a queen and is engaged right now. So don't do that shit.
Congratulations.
Hey, congrats, dude.
And I'm letting y'all know right now, my queen, the queen I'm with right now. Oh, she don't play, bruh. She will fight. She will throw hands.
We don't mean healing hands either.
Oh, she'll throw them too. Cause she. Oh wow, she's an evangelist. So yeah, don't let her throw those hands either. She's from the church and she can throw hands from the street. So I found a good one. But she's a sweetheart though. But yeah, just don't do that. No, don't start no mess right now. 'Cause I'm letting you know, y'all would not like it if she shows her face. I'm telling you, y'all would not like it. Y'all thought my mouthpiece was bad when I burnt bowling. When I burnt Giggle Pickle. When I burnt Jake. Y'all thought my mouth was bad then. Y'all ain't met her. Okay, there's 2 ambulances. Oh shit, same apartment. I guess the bitch OD'd again. See, I'm gonna let y'all see what I see. And I've been seeing this ever since they opened up this apartment over. This has been going on every 2 weeks. Ambulances getting sent over there. Every 2 weeks. That's bad. Somebody got some terrible drugs over her.
What happened?
There's an apartment
Reverend
building
passed out?
every other week. There's like EMS going over her, pulling the same chick out of the house like she overdoses on drugs all the time. And that's pretty bad. You know what? I might switch and put my headset on and. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to my Xbox Discord. Hold on.
We'll play a couple more, Pizza Mike. Yeah, no problem.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me switch this volume to where I don't have no sound from the game coming through my headset.
You got the late game tomorrow, Pesci. 9:30, West Coast.
Yeah, Cavs are in LA, they're saying. So James Harden could potentially already be there.
I heard this is supposed to be LeBron's last year.
Yeah, potentially.
Who was that one chick that they came out with the Street Profits? What was her name?
I forget.
But on 2025, boy, that made her look good in the game, but she's alright in person. But in the game, they made her body look way better than she does in person. Oh, somebody made Tony Storm, and I downloaded her and I got her on my team. Timeless Tony Storm.
I think she's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Tony Storm, she's for me. Oh man.
And it's not even like that show where it's like, oh, I think she's fine, you know. Like I think she's like an entertaining wrestler, you know.
I mean, it's her character.
Yeah.
The way she's doing her own character, where she has control of her, you know, creativity, and the way she portrays Tony Storm is impeccable. I love it. I just hate it when Mercedes is over there and she's terrible with her creativity. Yeah, you may go to all these other wrestling organizations trying to be their champion and trying to flaunt it off. You got all these championship belts, but baby, there's always somebody better than you. And yeah, I still think you're cute, but baby, there's still somebody always out there better than you. Just like me. I know there's somebody always out there better than me, but I gotta step my game up and be a step above them. But I mean, it's just that there's something about her, you know, character that just makes her like, oh my God.
They're pulling the okie doke on Pizza Mike. Thank you, B.
Who?
Shit, beats Mike. he's about to enter the war zone this weekend.
Oh yeah.
I imagine that has to be. Yeah, I imagine Super Bowl has to be like the busiest time of the fucking year to have a pizza place. You know.
For sure. The owners probably love it.
My mom had a friend that his daughter was like a manager at like maybe like a Papa John's or some shit, and she'd offer anybody a job to deliver pizzas just because because they're turning out so many pizzas where it's like, hey, you want to work for today, you know? And
Fuck
I
that.
never
no
went
longer
and
with
did it.
Domino's. Man, I'm so glad I'm no longer with Domino's. I'm telling you, I would hate it because they now majority of all pizza places on Super Bowl Sunday is mandatory. No matter if you ain't supposed to work on that day or not, they calling everybody in, and I'm like, first of all, if I'm with my family and I told you I need off, or like, in my instance, I don't and I can't really work Sundays, why in the hell would you expect me to show up on that day and you automatically know that I really can't come in on that day? Don't expect to look for me. I don't care about the damn Super Bowl. First of all, it's just another damn, if my team ain't in it, I don't care nothing about it. So, I mean, I may watch it, to see who's performing, how the performance was, and do the performance reactions, how people be doing on TV. Other than that,
I still feel like it's more than like even people that don't like say like my mom, my mom don't really, she don't give a fuck about the football game, but like she'll watch just because she likes to see the commercials and shit,
Man, it's probably what.
I think a lot of people watch it just because it's like it's like a, what do people call it, like water cooler talk, like current events, it's like
yeah, but they also used it for expenditure of money because they think people gonna go out and spend this and that and this and that and this and that. Some people really don't even give a care. They won't spend a dime on that daggone day, but the people that do, that's who they market to.
I seen some shit. I thought was pretty crazy. That I'm sure it's just like they're trying to make it look like they're like that they care about the people and shit, which no major company cares about the consumer, But it's I think it's like PepsiCo. So like whoever, like PepsiCo, I think they own Pepsi, Dorito, or Frito-Lay, or who owns Doritos and shit.
Right.
That's supposedly
all them companies get together and they be like, woo, 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 woo. And think about it. I mean, literally, think about it. When you're at the game or not, you gonna spend money on that day.
I can only imagine how much a beer costs sitting at the actual Super Bowl, because I think an actual like nosebleed Super Bowl ticket has to be at least probably a couple grand,
I mean, matter of fact, you could probably actually Google the prices at the stadium right now. How much things is gonna be? Matter of fact, what stadiums are gonna be at?
Where's Super Bowl at, Pesci?
That's a good question.
I think it's California. So yeah, even more expensive.
Whatever stadium it's gonna be at, all you gotta do is look up the stadium and see how much I don't know if they probably update the prices that they're gonna be doing for the Super Bowl, but you best damn well guarantee. So
it's where the 49ers play at.
Oh man, look, let me tell you.
Santa Clara, California.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, since you said that, they gon' somebody's credit card is gonna be maxed the fuck out that day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I imagine a Bud Light is at least going to be $20, and that's being low, you know.
Oh no, you better think
like a cheap Bud Light beer is
35.
at least like, ooh,
35. Come on. No, this is game day, bro. 35 or more. And for your most expensive beer, like your lagers and shit.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, think how much of what they call them, the other beers, what they call them, Pesci?
IPAs.
Yeah, the IPAs. Think how much that's gonna cost.
Oh yeah. Premium.
Which ones they gonna carry?
Premium beers is always
And think about which ones they gonna
Yeah.
cost.
Because I think
Or
they
which
always
one they
call them
gonna
like
have?
it's either like domestic, then it's like premium beers. The two different types. Their price value. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man, man. Imagine getting a mixed drink. Yeah, easy $40 probably.
Shit, you probably look at 50.
That's crazy. Though.
You gotta think on that day everything's gonna double because they know everybody's gonna be spending money on that day. So you got at least if you got a hot dog at that day, and what if that hot dog costs you $5? Yeah, I think on Super Bowl that hot dog will cost you $10, maybe 15.
Well, I think a regular season Bears game, a hot dog's probably 6 or 7. So that's just a regular season.
And there's probably gonna be 12 at the game if they, you see what I'm saying? So they gonna milk motherfuckers that day at the stadium, but just because you ain't at the game, look at everybody else around the world that's gonna be watching. They're gonna be spending money. They're gonna be spending more money than probably what those people are at the game, because everybody's gonna be getting pizza or something, ordering chicken. I mean, yeah, that's why these restaurants are gonna be open, because people's gonna run to these restaurants because they not gonna want to cook all this other food.
That's crazy. Pizza Mike is saying his work will do at least like 15,000 in sales. Oh, Pizza Mike, you guys deliver alcohol too? Do they allow that, Pesci, by you? Like where you can get like beer and like shit delivered?
I think you could deliver beer.
Oh, okay. Well, I know certain areas they have like different laws where because yeah, by me after COVID, you can get like bottles like hard liquor delivered that they charge like double the price almost.
See, DoorDash does that here.
But yeah, right. It's like double the price, right? They tax the fuck out of you.
Hell yeah. They call it a double dash. But shoot, I stopped being a DoorDash driver after they was trying to fuck me. Thinking about taking this executive chef job. Part-time too. Shoot, I'll go flambe in a hotel for a little while. Not no cheapy hotel. I'm talking about one of them 5-star hotels. I'll do that cooking.
Well, in a hotel, you have like pretty set hours too, right? I mean,
yeah, I'll work part-time though. Like Monday through Thursday, but Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Sundays I would be, busy anyway, but Fridays and Saturdays is when I would be working at the funeral home. Dude, I'm gonna stay busy. If I sit still or still too much, that's why y'all really haven't seen me. I've been working probably. I was working 3 jobs at one point, but now I'm back down to just 2.
What do they say? You gotta make money when the money's there, right?
Correct. 'Cause I'm still planning on, I don't know what my plan on still keeping this Grand Marquis or waiting till, the weather clears till Pesci gets, something that I want. And then I come up there and get it. Oh, I might go down here to, it's a little county in between where me and Schmidt live at, where they sell retired cruisers. And I've been seeing some of those Dodge Chargers, the white ones, and they just took the badging off of them. Don't know how some of them run. I ain't been down there, but I've seen a few.
My bag up.
I know they dogged the hell out of them police cruisers though.
Try to do some Blues Brothers shit. Get the retired Crown Vic or whatever.
Well, shoot, my car looks like the Crown Vic. My Grand Marquis does. It's a 2004. Actually, I'm kind of scared right now because I was told I was supposed to change my plates on the car now. And that's what I'm waiting for because I want to do something else to my car and get it fixed before I put these classic plates on it. Because once you put classic plates on it, you can't do anything else to the car. So I'm waiting on. I'm really kind of up in the wind about it.
What about getting a new car?
Well, no. Well, my friend was like, you should keep your Grand Marquis and put classic plates on it.
Yeah, I had a bunch of Marquises in my day. I like them.
But I want a truck though. I want to go back and get me, because either I want the Tahoe or I want a Suburban. One of those two. But I prefer the Tahoe or a Trailblazer. One of those 3. Something with, 4-wheel drive, because like right now, my Grand Marquis is kind of like buried after I just unburied it partially. But all that snow we got, man, these streets is crazy. Half these streets is crazy around the city right now, because some of them are plowed and some of them ain't.
Well, I'd imagine like like in Kentucky, like the infrastructure isn't like really made for like big snowstorms, right? I mean,
I mean, if they prepare for it right, I mean, it wouldn't have been no problem. But they only prep. The only thing they did, they only prepped the emergency snow routes. That's all they did, and that's all they was worried about.
So the big like main routes to schools and shit, and the hospital. And like
Man, the schools has been closed they just went back to school a couple of days ago. The school's been closed for almost a week.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. And I'm like,
Well, I guess after COVID, they got all that shit where you could just do all the shit online and shit. You know, you don't gotta go.
well, see, some of the back roads here was never salted, never plowed, and some of the school buses goes up. Majority of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
school buses go on those routes.
I got you.
So if there's a big hill, no, there's no way if
Oh,
you got
yeah.
chains on this bus that this bus is going down that hill and guaranteed to go back up that hill. I mean, there's some really bad dips here in the county and really, snaky back roads, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And really, I would have said the same thing too if I was the school board over the school board. No, y'all not going to school. Because if the city's not going to take care of these roads, they're going to have to suffer for it. I'm sorry.
Well,
you're gonna have to-
there's nothing worse. Nothing worse than it's like some kid gets hurt, some kid gets killed. Trying to go to school, or then
Exactly.
it is,
I mean, and with the snow we just got today, and it's still somewhat like flipping between rain and snow, they're going to be out again.
I'm trying to think when I was in like grade school, I think school like between like kindergarten and like 8th grade, I think
They
school
made
might
us
have
go
got,
to
yeah, I think
dude,
school
they
might have
made
got
us go
canceled
to school
maybe like twice or
than the
3
kids
times the
now.
whole time. Yeah.
They made us go to school more than what they make the kids
But
now
also
go
like
to school.
where I live, like there was unless you were like had like a disability or something, nobody got like school bus. Like you basically like you were supposed to live like close enough that you could walk. Like
No, there's busing here.
they're
still busing here.
unless you have like a handicap, I think like they don't have that right by me. Like
Now we do have some private schools here. There's St. Exodus Trinity. There's some Christian Catholic schools. They go by their own, their own schedule
yeah.
and their own, snow, whenever it snows and bad weather, they have their own however they do. But no, the kids here, if it's in the teens, no, hell no. I'm not sending no child to stand on the bus stop at 3, 4 or 5 in the morning. It's, 13 degrees outside. I'm not sending no kid to school that, no, I'm not making no children come to school that day. So, I understand that. If it's below 32, I still wouldn't send no child to school for real, because it's still cold. In the morning, you got to think it may not.
I personally loved when it was like we had school and it snowed a little bit, because then you got to play. Even though talk about it, it still wasn't safe because it wasn't that deep of snow, but you got to play tackle. Like we played tackle football just because there was snow. We were still playing on like where it used to be like a basketball court, so like hard ass asphalt, like we had like a layer of snow. Like
bro,
like
you want
3
me to
inches
tell
of
you
snow on the
what we
floor.
did my junior and senior year in high school? We had this big courtyard in the middle of the school. You had to cross it sometimes to go to the other building. So shoot, whenever a bunch of us kids, we crossed that middle snowball fight. We had a 5-minute snowball fight outside. Every period, whoever crossed the middle, snowball fight. We didn't care if you was teacher, you get hit with a snowball. Yeah, that was a fun time, but no, let it snow. These kids, no, they don't get to go to school. They get homeschooled now. They get NIT. They get the computer school. We ain't get none of that. That's why they made us go to school. Now these kids that get Zoom classes and all that. No, we ain't get none of that. We had workbooks.
Yeah, it's fucked up how they do it nowadays.
Shoot, the only time we got to use a computer was in school. What was that damn program with the, they called it a turtle, what was it, a logo. You had to put commands in it and make it draw something on the screen. My favorite computer game was Oregon Trail. The original Oregon Trail.
My brother, he's closer to your age. I remember Oregon Trail, dude.
Should remember that was on the Apple computer, so you had to put the little floppy plastic disc, floppy plastic disc. The whole damn thing was floppy in there, and pull the thing down, and then I don't know how I played that damn game. That was the only computers we seen then.
It's a Romaine line. I remember that courtyard.
Huh?
I think that's Schmidt. No, it's, on YouTube, someone said in the comments, Romaine line. I remember that courtyard.
Yeah, it's Schmidt.
I'm telling you, it was like the front of the building. There was, even though you could walk around the whole building, some people cut through the courtyard to go to the other side.
Oh, it was like in between. It was like U-shaped.
Yeah, basically, because the ISAP building was outside by the band room, which was outside. And we had an agriculture building and I think it was a lawnmower mechanics building that was outside. And big courtyard. And like then my senior year, somebody got bold enough because the principal came outside. He was like, "Hey, y'all gotta get inside." He was in the middle of the whole courtyard. I don't know where the snowball came from. Somebody launched a snowball and smacked the principal dead in his face. And he tried, the principal tried to expel everybody who was in the courtyard throwing snowballs. And I think that was the best fun we ever had, but after that, shoot, I think we still threw snowballs. But yeah, they made us go to school more than what these kids now. I mean, I guess because like my bus driver back in the day, I don't know if y'all had buses like that, you know, up there or where you are, Pesci, or where you are, Jay. But my bus driver here, my whole freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year in high school, my bus driver drove a stick shift.
Oh, for my high school, you took the regular bus. Like you took like the regular
What, city bus?
Yeah.
Oh no, my bus driver rode the hell out of her.
Especially in high school. I don't know. They probably offered it but you had to have like a real bad like disability, probably, where they offered you to, like, where you could take a bus, you know, like.
Matter of fact, be honest with you, Jay, I can still remember the bus number and the bus driver. I know she's probably passed away now. The bus was 127, and her name was Miss Watson. I swear she was the most sweetest lady. I treated her like my grandma. I fully respected this lady. And every Christmas, she would get me a Christmas card. And when I graduated to the next grade, she would give me a graduation card.
That's a rare thing nowadays.
But she was back then, that's when, there was, there really wasn't too many crazy people back then, but.
Nah, there was crazy people back then. It was just like, yeah,
not like that. But she was, matter of fact, I went to my middle school that I went to, they knew my granddaddy by name. They went to school with him, and I was like, oh no. So I was like, I better not do nothing bad because they might call my granddaddy. But one thing I can say that I know these children ain't got what we got back in our day is back in our day, them lunchroom ladies, they really cooked. And lunchroom gentlemen that was back there, them folks cooked back in our day. These kids ain't getting no good meals like we had. I don't care what they say.
Joe. Can't believe the Cavs made that Harden move. That's crazy.
And I assume it's like a permanent, like at least for the season. It's not like they're playing chess where they're using him as a piece.
Oh, we're trying to win this year.
That'd be ridiculous to use him as a chess piece. Yeah.
Might as well do what you got to do to win this year.
No, yeah. I was listening to your local guys. You're playing where I was like, you could hear the podcast, or the local sports radio guys, and yeah, they're gonna be indecisive about it, but that's just the sports radio thing where it's like, oh, because who's the guy with the where he's out now with injured foot or whatever, or it's like
Garland.
Oh, should we just disregard this guy for just because it's not a big injury, but right now, and it's like, well, yeah, if you guys are in the playoff hunt, you guys are in the hunt, you have a chance. Yeah, might as well go all in. You're not rebuilding. You're.
Yep. No, I get what you're saying.
Because definitely the Bulls, the trades they made, I can see where they're doing it, where they're playing chess, they're gonna try to leverage it, where it's like we're gonna have enough. I think this Giannis thing could come into fruition, but I also just don't know if Giannis is what the Bulls need. You know, like I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. You know, like
Oh, hold on. Well, did Giannis get traded to the Bulls?
no.
Oh, okay.
But it's been like the total speculation. You know,
Yeah.
mock.
What's
Well, the
going
tweet
on,
did-
you piece of shit? Nothing.
Listen. Chris Rock had a cup of coffee with Rome Taylor and OVW. Now, what's up, man? Yo, I remember that Mr. Locke got drilled with a snowball.
See,
I
I
remember
told you. I told you.
I remember that.
I
He got hit like
mean, he got
Wait! You guys went to high school together?
Seneca
for
High
a little
School.
bit, yeah. I didn't know. Yeah, we didn't know each other. But
Dude, how did I miss like this lore of the group? You know, like.
I don't know. We don't talk
Yeah,
about it.
Mr. Locke got beamed in
Oh no!
the head with a
I've never heard
snowball.
this
Like,
before.
Yeah,
It's super cool that you guys.
Hey, remember? I'll explain who the principal was. Okay, he was basically like Morgan Freeman and Lean on Me. He came and cleaned up Seneca years prior, right? So he was a hard ass.
yeah.
And then like he always rocked the suit. He rocked like the Morgan Freeman, you know, on the class, hurry up, quickly.
Yep.
Same shit.
Yep.
Just a white dude.
Yep.
And then he was a good principal, honestly. But he
But he had his right hand man. Oh my God.
Mr. Jacobs.
If you think you was gonna run out of school, and if you think you was gonna run more than off the property, you were a lie.
Yeah, well, he
'Cause
played
this
football
man-
for Kentucky, and he was all jacked up on roids and shit for years.
This man would take off his suit coat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man!
In flats, bro.
My high school
Listen,
didn't
he
care
was
if you
in
left
flats,
school.
bro. Jay,
Hey, I
he was
remember-
in flats.
I
In
remember
flats, bro.
Yeah, he did. He wore like penny loafers. Yeah, I remember one year he was eating an ice cream, and it was warm. So it was toward the end of the year or beginning of the year. It was hot. So he's got like a short sleeve shirt and like a tie on, and he's eating ice cream. And there's a fight that starts to happen between like the Bloods from Newburgh versus the Crips from Victory Park in the West End or whatever. And he just runs up in the
I
middle
remember that.
with ice cream in hand and just like fucking shoulder checks a motherfucker like 20 feet, goes flying, breaks up the fight. Just by
He's
himself.
like, I think y'all want to leave this hallway right now.
Yeah, everybody's like, all right.
Pew.
Say deuces. No, but yeah, I remember when Mr. Locke got hit with the snowball though, because dude, he was pissed. Oh god, he was pissed. And if I recall, he was wearing like either a cream colored or gray colored
Yes,
suit.
he was. Yes,
But he was rocking
and the
like
ball was a slush
Sunday suit.
ball.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a slush snowball, so imagine him getting hit with a dirty snowball, dog.
Oh yeah. That's why I said before I got there, like it was like a year or 2 years before I got there, seniors could still smoke out in the courtyard or the patio out front,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You just had to have a note from your. Now, when my brother was there before me, he went there. It was like you have to be, because back then you could be 16 and buy cigarettes or tobacco in Kentucky. So you have to be 16 and have an ID if you have your tobacco products. God, I mean, it's the same thing nowadays. It's just with vapes and shit. But
Oh, even
They
at least by
used
me,
to
like
let us-
even on
They
even on
used
school
to let us
property,
go off
you can't
property
smoke.
and go get lunch, but somebody screwed that
not
up.
now. Well, that's because back in the 2000s when they started passing all those laws, like you can't smoke on state property
No, yeah.
or federal, state or federal property. No
Well,
alcohol.
I mean, I took some like college classes in like the past like 2 to 3 years, and yeah, like any like state funded university, you can't even like. I don't think you're supposed to even vape on their campuses. I don't know.
No, and you know how the like college football and basketball teams get away with selling alcohol, because what they do is even if the stadium or arena football or whatever, even if it's on campus, so you can't sell alcohol on campus. Period. Any accredited university in the NCAA. Period. So they get away with it by saying, oh, well, when you go to the U of L game, the stadium is actually considered a private club because you have parking passes and tickets and all that. And because you have it's considered like a club, you can sell alcohol. And of course, they pay off the state. Of course, they get their cut. And then the basketball, because the SEC had a rule for years, no alcohol, and they still do to an extent. So what Kentucky did was they put in an actual like club up on the club level, like the suite area, just one big ass club. So anybody could, for a few extra bucks, you could get club level access, even though you didn't have a seat up there, just to be able to buy booze. So they made a racket. They made money off just you pay extra for this little ticket or pass, and you can go in the club and buy drinks. You ain't getting nothing free. I was like, shit, what a fucking racket. I mean, think about how much beer you're selling at a Kentucky football or Louisville football game when they have full open bar and craft beer and they have Bud, Miller, and Coors, all of them, and all the bourbon, Jack, whatever you want.
I'm sure they go. I still think for like Ohio State this past season, which I forgot, like it was like how many kegs of beer that they bring in for just
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Michigan's like that too, where you can't buy beer there. I don't know if you might not be able to now, but for years people would just sneak kegs in. Hell, they used to sneak kegs into Louisville's game in the end zone at the old stadium. Because it was basically, Rome can tell you, it was basically the Kentucky Fairgrounds where they had horse shows and monster trucks and Metallica played there and the Rolling Stones. Yeah. So you could just walk right in. You could get a ticket at Convenient Food Mart. They were so available back then. And people would just, my dad, I remember seeing my dad just walking in with a bottle of booze, like it was cold game. We'd say he might drink some whiskey or something because it was cold out. Motherfucker just walk right in, holding it in his hand, like, oh, hold on, let me get my ticket out. And they're just like, come on through. I remember one game we had somebody that didn't have a ticket, and I was like, just walk with us. They'll probably let you in. And sure enough,
we got Harden.
It was
Garland was hurt.
I know, that's what I told. Well, I think it's a dumb trade on Cleveland's part, but
why?
I don't know.
Because James Harden's an old man. He can score, but he ain't never done.
They're trying to win this year, though. They're trying to win this year.
If you're going for this year,
he'll give you some offense, but
Hold on, fellas. I'll be right back. Okay.
But he don't play no defense, does he? I mean, I don't know.
Garland's been hurt all year.
Offense. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're trying to make a run, like you say, but I wouldn't have got rid of Garland. I would have got rid of some scrub pieces personally, but I mean, at least they only lost a second-round draft pick out of it as well.
Well, we just got Schroeder, so Schroeder's going to be our point guard.
That's what I was thinking. You got a couple other guys you just picked up in that other trade with the Kings or whatever. I don't know. I didn't think it was smart on their part, but
James Harden doesn't have a ring. It'd probably be worth him and Mitchell to get it.
Oh, I would hope they could, but
I mean, it's definitely.
Well, maybe also think about this, because LeBron is not going to get traded now, and so he's going to play the rest of the year out with LA. That's what Rich Paul made that announcement, I guess, earlier, his agent, and he said he's not gonna. He's playing it. He's just basically he's finishing the season in LA, and like because all the speculation. Oh, is he going to get traded or? But basically, the idea is if they get Harden, and let's say they don't win it, but they do well.
I'm back,
They bring LeBron can basically come home for nothing, come to Cleveland and try to get a retirement tour and a ring. So maybe Harden's thinking, well, LeBron already told me he's going there next year. I want that trade now. I'll get in now. You never know. Be two old dudes. You still have to have some youth though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Mitchell is your youth.
We got Mobley. We got
I mean, well, you got Mitchell, Mobley. Who's the Jarrett?
Sam Merrill.
Jarrett. What's his
Allen.
face? Yeah, and then
and we just
who's
got
the white guy?
We just got Schroeder and that Ellis guy.
Who's the white guy y'all had?
D Wade.
What was it? No,
his name's Dean Wade.
Oh, is it? No, they ain't him then. I'm not thinking of. Well, who the hell is the guy I'm thinking of? Is it Ricky something you had?
Ricky. We got Strauss, but he's hurt.
Strauss, Max Struss or whatever. Strauss. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
he's
was
hurt.
thinking of. He's still out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he'll be back by next year, I would say. So.
Well, they said the Cavs aren't done making moves, so let's see what else they trade.
Yeah, still got till Thursday.
Well, in the trade deadline tonight, midnight.
I thought it was Thursday. But...
Let's see. Hold on.
Or maybe tomorrow, like Wednesday into Thursday. No, because one of those shows you were listening to, Pesci, they said like 44 hours.
Oh yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday at 3 p.m. Grizzlies trade Jaren Jackson to Jazz. We saw that. The Bucks are still collecting offers about Giannis. Now, see, if I was Cleveland, I would have tried to get Giannis.
They
I would have
did.
gave up some more.
They called. They reached out.
That's where I was saying the speculative is because the Bulls, like they got rid of Vukovic for Anthony Simmons from the Celtics, and a bunch of plays where I think they're trying to build up where they could get Giannis, but I don't know. I think it's still like a rumor mill. Fucking.
I bet Giannis ends up either Golden State, Lakers, Heat, Bulls, Knicks, one of those teams. And then a wild card would be the T-Wolves because he could play with Anthony Edwards.
Bulls. The Bulls might get him.
Maybe they're in the list though.
That would mean Milwaukee doesn't want any players. They don't have any players over there.
Well, and the Bulls would be trying to get him for the season. It'd be like to make it like a franchise for next year.
It says the Cavs rank 8th in offense, so that's why they added. That's why they end up wanting to trade for James Harden is because they need offensive power. They're 8th in the league in offense. Garland's toe injuries have been a key factor in his decline.
Yeah, I think the
He's
toe injury helped this.
And off-season surgery didn't solve his problems.
And James Harden doesn't have a ring. Wouldn't that be something? He spends his whole career, he couldn't get a ring, and then he gets one in Cleveland.
Donovan Mitchell's averaging 33.9 minutes per game. So yeah, they're trying to get somebody else who can score it, so Mitchell can get a break, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, and James Harden. I mean, I'm not saying he can't score. He's still scoring. Just I don't know.
The question is it going to happen?
Yeah. Well, the trade already happened. Yeah. He's 36
No, I'm just saying. Question is he going to do that? Is he going to be able to supply that?
Is he going to produce? Yeah.
I think he'll score. Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, because you can talk the talk. The question is, are you going to walk it?
It says, remember Harden when he played with Chris Paul and the Rockets, they are a game within getting to the finals with because Houston, D'Antoni strictly staggered their minutes to keep one on the floor, whatever the score was competitive. So basically, that's kind of think what they'll do with Mitchell. They'll stagger it. Like Mitchell will start, Harden will come in, give that spurt. Mitchell comes back in. They'll play a little bit together too. Hell, they might even start together. But Mitchell can go out and let Harden
he's gonna start.
Take over. Yeah, I figured. I'm just saying, but like they'll do a rotation.
I think this is gonna be our lineup: Schroeder, Mitchell, Harden, and then Mobley and Allen.
Go small ball. That 3-guard lineup, yeah, basically. That's small ball. Says LeBron on ESPN.
I could
says
imagine
LeBron,
him not starting, and Mitchell's going to start.
It says on the ESPN ticker, like I just said earlier, LeBron to stay with LA for remainder of season.
Of course.
It's like, duh. Now he's going to wait till the off season and get the best deal he can, or come home to Cleveland. As long as they bring his kid, I guess.
Yeah. Did he give up on that at this point?
Will you bring my son with me?
Well, just ask Jimmy Haslam. D will investigate it.
They were the Cavs fans were cheering LeBron's kid when he was here last time.
Yeah, because they want LeBron to come home. Because remember they were saying we want Bronny. Yeah, I was like, yeah, because the only way you're getting Bronny is if LeBron comes.
Hey, Pat, you said you had a homeboy that got the tickets for the whoever the Cavs minor league team. You might see some Bronny if
Yeah,
they brought him back.
And that's true. James Harden is 6'5", whereas Garland was
Well,
only 6'1".
Are they gonna bring Bronny paper towel too?
Yep.
I'm telling you, they better not bring no Bronny paper towel to no damn game. I'd be pissed off. Like, why in the fuck y'all bringing some Bronny paper towel?
What the fuck? Oh, I guess the game must be on Peacock tonight.
What game?
It's always on the Vince McMahon channel, ain't it, huh?
Phoenix and the Trailblazers. Barkley says Harden not going to win you shit. I said it in 2015. I'll say it again. He ain't never getting a ring. That's what I said. But I wouldn't have traded him. But if Garland really does have that bad of foot issues, because
Eastern Conference is wide open.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Indiana's out this year, and Boston both, and their guys will be back next year. So
yeah,
better try this year, I guess, is what they're thinking. But
that's why I think the Bulls are going to load like Kobe White. He's going to go to whatever team like needs like that, like that piece for a playoff run. You know.
I just wonder how come they didn't think about anybody, or they. I mean, I know, like you said, Giannis, they tried to or whatever, but I would have thought
Well,
you're
they said the Cavs reached out for Anthony Davis, Giannis, and Harden. They could potentially get two of them.
Yeah, they'd be glad you didn't get Anthony Davis.
I don't think Giannis doesn't want to go to a team where he's not going to be the franchise player. You know, like he wants to be a franchise player. You know, like,
I'm the captain now.
And that's where, I feel like the Bulls, where it's like, they could just be like, oh, they'll sell some fucking tickets. If it works, it works. And it doesn't, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
because the Bulls and White Sox, they're still in that like trying to make money and not put out a good product. You know.
Well, the White Sox baseball is a little different when you don't throw no money at it. You're probably not going to win much.
I think basketball you got to throw some money in to win too.
Well, basketball in the NFL there's a salary cap, and they all do their thing. But I still think Giannis will end up with the Warriors. I said the Warriors, the Lakers, or the Heat, or the could be the Knicks, or it could be an outsider, like I said, like the T-Wolves, because Anthony Edwards and him together. You know, there's going to be some young guys.
Are the Wolves in the hunt this year? Or no, not at all.
I don't even know. I don't know what place they're in.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't look at the standings, but I still think that's where he'll end up. Because Steph Curry's on the back of end of his career, if they can get a Giannis in there with him, to where Steph can still shoot and play, he's the ultimate team player, probably the ultimate team player of all time, really. And I know they still got Jimmy Butler as well, so whether he'll do anything,
Jimmy Butler, he's injured, right? Like he fucked up his leg.
Yeah, he's injured. Yeah. I'm just saying, if you got Giannis and Steph Curry, you can throw a lot of guys around that, and a lot of veterans who are chasing a ring will join you for league minimum, just because they know when you got Steve Kerr and you got fucking Steph Curry and Giannis on a team, that's a pretty friendly team to play with. You're like, the great freak's going to dominate.
We don't have any bigs really other than Allen and Mobley. It's about the extent of it.
Yeah, but the NBA, that everything is interchangeable now. It's the big guys all shoot pretty much. I mean, there's a few of them that don't, but pretty much everybody. It's what do they call that? It's somebody I heard say they called it positionless basketball. Yeah, you have a traditional point guard, and you'll have a traditional old school banger down low or something, but most of them it's either wings and big giant motherfuckers, and they all shoot and they can all dunk.
It's definitely to compare to another sport.
European ball.
Mid 2000s finesse and NHL. You know, is
Well, what it is it's the European, the world caught up. So the European ball is very influential because you gotta remember they treat basketball over there like they do soccer, to where once you're good at soccer at age 10, they go, hey, you want to go away to school and work on it and it's your
Oh
career.
no, there's some I haven't really watched the full thing of it because I don't know
They
if
do it here
put
too.
out
It's
yet.
called AAU and what do you call it? Traveling teams and like they go to like those prep schools and shit. We have it too, but Europe is even like it's a more rigid program where it's like
But no,
the education is actually part of it.
Like I think they're like developing a show. I don't know if they released it yet, but it's Joakim Manoa, where he basically like kind of like travels, and it's where it's like it covers where he like kind of like takes in like the local culture and stuff, but then part of it is just like he like takes in like basketball and like I saw like one of the episodes I think they're filming is like him in Serbia, so it's like him taking in like the Serbian, you know, like
Yeah, and there's 500 guys there 6'8" or taller that can all shoot. Hello, give me ball. I want to be like Jokic. Drazen Petrovic. Sabonis, he is a great player. His son is okay. I'm telling you, man, they're.
Wonder if
But
they're
you
gonna
gotta
have
remember,
Schroeder
even-
start, or would they? You could have Harden run the point, but they're probably gonna have Schroeder start.
Schroeder because of the experience. But if you got Mitchell and I would say James Harden might come off the bench just as a sixth man, honestly,
Nah,
because
they
it
ain't
doesn't
gonna
really
do that.
matter.
They ain't gonna do that to him. He's gonna play. He'll be a small
No, I know
forward.
he's going to play, but
Our small
Donovan
forward is
averages
we're already
30.
small at that position right now.
Small forward. He is 6'5", but
no,
you got, or Dennis Schroeder will be the sixth man, Pesci. Donovan will run the point, or let Harden run it. Whoever. That's interchangeable with those two because they're both ball hogs.
Especially the one funny point of that show you're watching or whatever like podcast you're watching or listening to about it was like, the guy made like the point. It was like the total like backhand like didn't make sense point, but the guy was like, well, you know, James Harden, he'll play a lot more games, but he's like, you know, the only games James Harden misses are the games he doesn't want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if he gets pissed off because he doesn't want to. He feels like he's not being coached right, or he's a diva.
Well, I mean, I think that's modern NBA though.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So trying to see if any other trades are going through. No, nothing I see yet. Well, they still got till Thursday at 3 p.m. So be interesting to see what happens.
God, the Bulls got the guy from the
never...
Celtics, and they got the guy from the Pistons. I think they're building that trade just to be like a trade for a big fucking star.
See, it'd be interesting to see if they I was gonna say the Anthony Davis thing. The Cavs better be lucky they didn't get him. God, that guy's just injury prone, man. He's got Sam Bowie disease or Greg Oden disease. Can't stay
Is he
healthy.
hurt right now?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I don't think we would want him then, because we want people that are ready for the playoffs.
What I'm saying, I mean, he'll be back. I know that, but he's just, you know how it is. He fucking trips over his fucking big bony ass legs or arms, and the motherfucker. Oh, he sprained a knee. Oh, he sprained an ankle, toe injury, foot injury.
And he'd be like Shaq falling over his own leg.
Right, or Shaq falling at home trying to get he was trying to get a pretzel or a pizza or some shit, and fucking twisted his ankle and was like during the finals, but he still played, of course. Shaq was just out of shape for a lot of years. That dude would have stayed in shape, he'd have been the greatest of all time.
Well, I mean, at the start of his career,
yeah, he was unstoppable.
His size made up for athletics, you know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, plus he was in good shape though. He could run the court. He wasn't.
He was a young man.
Well, yeah, and like Kobe said, once he got fat and he didn't want to train all the time, if he would have just stayed in peak physical, kept the pounds off. When you go back and watch him in Orlando, dude, he was catching balls fucking at top of the backboard and shit. Like you'd seen go up for like an alley oop, and you're seeing his hand as he catches the ball, and the ball is like, a foot and a half above the rim, and you're like, holy shit.
Not in my house.
No, not today. Matumbo, he was badass too. Hell of a defender. Patrick Ewing, Lodgelong was fucking badass too.
And now you got everybody playing every position. You trying to
go,
tell a
that's it.
motherfucker trying to tell a
Position-
motherfucker, look, sit still, damn it. Play one
Positionless
position.
basketball. Yeah, positionless basketball. That's what it is. Which, I mean, is good for the team, though, because but that's been around because remember, when Kareem got hurt, what happened? Magic played center and then got MVP and won the championship. He scored 42 points, 17 boards, or something like that. 10 assists, 17 boards. Played fucking center, took over for Kareem. They beat the Sixers or I think it was the Sixers. Either the Sixers or the Lakers or Celtics. Because a lot of those years, the Lakers, the Celtics would make it, and the Lakers didn't because the Rockets made it, or the Lakers made it, and the Celtics got beat by the Sixers. But the Sixers were badass then with Chocolate Thunder, and Dr. J, and they had Moses Malone too, I think, for a while there. Daryl Dawkins, Chocolate Thunder.
Now you guys are dating me.
I ain't even gonna lie. Back in the day, I did have a pair of the it was the blue and orange Patrick Ewings.
I remember those.
Oh no,
They were like,
Patrick Ewing, you ain't dating
the
me.
the leather, like they're like the same kind of leather as the Jordan ones, that old '80s leather. Yeah, I remember those.
That one. Shoot.
Yeah, you would see people wearing those like whenever they'd show like urban areas, like, well, the New York Knicks are playing the Bulls tonight, and then like you'd see some fucking Guido with a horrible mustache and like one of those leather Knicks jackets that's got the Knicks colors and patches on it, and he's
Like, what the
rocking those
fuck you
shoes.
gonna do about it? I'm here watching the fucking game.
Yeah, Paisan, dude.
Going to the fucking garden.
The fucking Paisan move.
Well, the Knicks,
I treat you like a box of ravioli and throw you in the fucking street.
That's what I said. I'd rather see like the Cavs or the Knicks or somebody like that win the Super Bowl. I'm looking at the Super Bowl. Win the championship. So, all right, the Grizzlies. All right. It says here that Cleveland still may not be done dealing. They could go after Giannis.
I already said that.
Maybe they're gonna. Maybe they will go after him in the off season or before Thursday. If they go, look, we got James Harden here, but what are they going to trade to get Giannis? I mean, they're going to get rid of everybody except for Schroeder and the other.
Yeah. I feel like you have to have some money set aside. Yeah.
No, they're gonna take Giggle Pickle backstage.
Well, that's worth $3.
Yeah. Might as well get me to come play center.
Well, football maybe. Football, you can just push the guy in front of you. Basketball, you got to be able to.
Oh yeah, football. Yeah. I might have a chance as a linesman.
Right. Yeah, you just pretend. Just be like Bobby Boucher. You pretend that the quarterback, the man with the ball, is the one that made fun of you. What are you too stupid?
Oh God, don't do it! Don't do it!
I played JV football, and I could do a pancake block.
Yeah. I thought back in my day, I could throw that football over a mountain.
Mama say it's just like a rainbow of sunshine.
You know that.
Well, what else did your mama say?
The Colonel Sanders. I like when he's like, Coach, I would like to tackle him very much. He's like, no, you can't. He's on the team. Use it on the field.
AEW is still holding on to that to really cash in the Captain Insano fucking thing, you know.
Well, they need to stop talking about Kaepernick. They know.
I believe